In this video, we're looking at the question, what do voters think about the $80 billion in new funding for the IRS? Congress has just passed the Inflation Reduction Act that includes $80 billion in new funding for the IRS. This new injection of funding will enable them to hire about 87,000 new employees, which is enough to fill some football stadiums. This news has drawn significant alarm, especially from small businesses that are concerned about potential increases in audits and new levels of bureaucracy and paperwork. In response to public alarm, IRS Commissioner Charles Rettig sought to reassure people. In a recent letter, he said, "These resources are absolutely not about increasing audit scrutiny on small businesses or middle-income Americans." Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen issued a directive stating any additional resources shall not be used to increase the share of small business or households below the $400,000 threshold that are audited relative to historical levels. And that, contrary to the misinformation from opponents of this legislation, small business or households earning $400,000 per year or less will not see an increase in the chances that they are audited. But the public is still wary of what the impact will be. From a recent survey by Winning the Issues, voters tend not to believe the IRS position that the $80 billion in new funding will not increase audit scrutiny on small businesses or middle-income Americans. And voters believe that increasing the size of the IRS will lead to audits of innocent individuals, intrusion, and increased bureaucracy and paperwork, at 48% believing this, rather than cracking down on tax evaders, the wealthy, and corporations not paying their fair share in taxes, at 39%. The IRS believes there are $7 trillion in uncollected taxes over the next decade that they call the tax gap, which is part of their motivation in wanting new resources and staff. For each dollar of additional spending on enforcement, the IRS estimates that it will collect an average of $5 of revenue. The impact of the $80 billion in new funding for the IRS is not just the increase in the size of the IRS and new agents for enforcement. In addition to new capabilities for audits, starting in 2023, there will be new reporting requirements on businesses, business owners, and shareholders as a result of several anti-money laundering provisions that Congress has passed, giving the IRS new territory to investigate. Source material for this video includes the letter from the IRS Commissioner at irs.gov, Secretary Yellen's letter at treasury.gov, and survey data posted at winningtheissues.org. Thanks for watching.